Hi, good morning, and welcome. My name is Ramirez. I'm the archivist here at the Pueblo City County Library District, and today, with the help of Blake Hatton, the Digitization Coordinator and cameraman for today, we're going to be taking a tour of the vault. So you're going to go backstage, and we're just going to have a look around. Because you can't come here, we're going to come to you. So, as you can see, the department is pretty empty. We've installed the plexiglass barriers, and then we have folks working on completing your digitization requests for obituaries over here, and you can find those in the Library Services tab of pueblolibrary.org, our website, and you can search for deceased in Pueblo, Pueblo County, and we can scan those for you and send those off to you by email, free of charge. So the reference desk hasn't gotten much use as of late, but that's okay. Let's go on back to the vault, and you can see what we have back there. All right, so we're at the vault. We have the super secure key system, and I'm just gonna block the code and let's go on in. Okay, so this is it, folks. So this is a climate monitored vault. So we keep tabs on the temperature and humidity to keep all the materials in the vault preserved for a long, long time, indefinitely, so that we can make those the documentation of the cultural history of Pueblo, Pueblo County, and southeastern Colorado available for researchers like you. So on my right here, we have our framed art collection, and there's a whole bunch of stuff here. This was a panoramic print of the symbolic class of 1938, a Masonic group, and this was taken in downtown Pueblo. We do have more fine art stuff in addition to photographs. There's some framed maps here, but just a mix from collections, and then we used to have a framed art collection where you could check out art. That's pretty cool, right? Put it up in your house. So over here, we have our photo files. So they're all indexed by subject. So we'll pull out some folders here, and you can see what we have. So you have the name of the folder here, Neighborhoods, Mesa Junction, and then we have our prefix. This is a photo file of Pueblo, and that number signifies the neighborhood, Mesa Junction. So you can see here some photos of Mesa Junction. And let's see, so this would be looking west. You see a streetcar, trolley car on the right. This would be where we are, the library is right here. Let's see, here is a more recent photo. And here is a photo looking west. No, east, I'm sorry. And that's the Columbus statue, their monuments. And you can see all the little businesses there. So we have photo files. You can access all of our digitized photo files online on the link. Maybe? Somewhere. You can find the link. We'll put it up on screen. Okay, so we had a look at the photo files. Let's look at a different sort of file folder system that we have here. We have our Pueblo vertical files. So in these files, they're also organized by subject, but these were collected, I guess, by the library, mostly newspaper articles about a given subject. So you can see we've got the coal strike of Colorado, 1913-1914, Colorado City, Colorado Division of Wildlife, just all kinds of stuff. Let's have a look at the mill folder, Colorado Fuel and Iron, CF&I, 1950 to 1955. So, if you're a researcher looking for like a general information about a given topic, you can pull a folder or email us, and we will pull the folder for you and have a look. And as you can see, these are newspaper articles from the 50s that have to do with the mill. So, and this is a assortment of papers. So not only the Pueblo Chieftain or the Star Journal, but also papers from Denver and abroad. So just all kinds of materials that you can pull on to better inform your topic. Okay, so in addition to the Pueblo vertical files, we also have Biography vertical files that talk about people, and then we have Colorado vertical files that are more Colorado subject files. Okay, so here we have our table that we do preservation techniques on, or procedures on materials. Here's an example of how we've enclosed a USGS map with Mylar and sealed it so that people can look at the map, and it just protects the map and makes the life longer, preserves the material. Here you can see a current project that we're working on. Volunteers were processing the Bill Buckles collection. So you can see that there's different folders here with different names, and they all have to do, they're created or collected by William G. Buckles, the noted archaeologist, anthropologist who excavated the old El Pueblo site. So we're working on that, and in processing, we look through it, we write down the folder names, and then we'll make a finding aid. If you want to have a look at our finding aids that exist now, just look at the, click on the link, and it'll take you to our online portal for that. So let's go back here, and you can see all of our archival collections. And unlike just general stacks, a regular circulating library, these materials stay here in the vault, and we make them available for researchers. And so, as you can see, we have some boxes here. This first one that we have is the Colorado State Asylum Collection, now known as the Colorado State Hospital. So, as you can see, this particular collection is made up of mostly of the reports of the institution. So this is from 1889 to 1890, and it was known as the Colorado Insane Asylum. So this gives you a report on their holdings, how much they have, capital interests. They have 80 acres of land, 2 hospital buildings, livestock, carriages, wagons, machinery, beds, all totaling up to a grand total of $415,800 worth of materials, facilities. So this is really interesting because it also has a breakdown of the patients that were in the asylum. So there's that. Let's look at the moving shelves here. So these are compact shelvings on wheels, and we can fit a whole lot of materials on here. As you can see, we have some of our VHS tapes, AV materials over here, and we'll have a closer look at some of the film here in a moment. So, let's see, some more. Okay. And it looks like one of our library minutes books, Finder's Fell, so we'll place that. And so these are all KOAA film reels. Before they had VHS, beta tapes, pneumatic tapes, they would shoot film. So this is 16mm film. And let's see, reel 408, May 9th through May 11th, 1975. So it's in a reel can. And it has a little index of the shots on the film, and that you see we have this 16mm film on a core, and you can see these spaces, pieces of leader in between the segments that are listed here on the paper. Okay. All right. So here you can see some of the Pueblo City County Library District collections, minutes, programs, binders, that kind of thing. And if we now we'll have a look at what else we have, right? So on my right we have periodicals, newsletters, Pueblo West View, Senior Beacon, Pueblo Democrat, and these continue, as you can see, into more. We have Noticias, we've got Southwestern Lore, we have Trail and Timberline. Okay, yeah, so just we have True West. And this goes from the beginning of their run, I think. Yeah, Volume 1 in 1953 through 2008. Let's see, 2013. So a lot of True Wests. If you're looking for an article, you can give us the citation. We'll pull it up, and we'll scan a copy for you. Okay, so we had a look at the newsletters, periodicals, magazines in our compact shelving. Now to my right here, we have boxes of unprocessed materials, and so there's just all sorts of things here. And so our job here is to process this stuff and make it available for researchers. So that's something that we're always working on. These shelves are our rare books collection. So these are all not for checkout, but for reference. And again, if you're looking for a particular title that you can't find, and you have an exact idea of kind of what you're looking for, we can pull that book and send you an email about it. So you have Lewis and Clark Expeditions, Marvels of the New West. This collection is the Western Research Collection. So Rocky Mountain West, Southwest topics, Pueblo County, southeastern Colorado. So we have Guide to the Wyoming Mountains and Wilderness Area, Hunting in Yellowstone. Can you still hunt in Yellowstone? I don't know. Then we have, let's see, phone books. We still have them, folks. And so this goes back, we've got 86, 67, Pueblo and vicinity. So let's look at the 62 Pueblo and vicinity. We've got Pueblo, Avondale, Beulah, Blend, Boone, Rye, Vineland, telephone directory, area code 303. When did it change? So, a good research if you're trying to track down an address or figure out where somebody lived through the years. We also have city directories that are available out in our reference section. If you're looking for a particular, if you have a person in mind or an address, we can search that for you too. Just send us an email. We'll be happy to help. So let's go look at the maps. Okay. So these are our flat files, and so we have stuff from our archival collections that couldn't fit in a box easily. So this is from the Sally Cole collection, and we have tables. We have some rock art recording there. Let's see. Here is our Pueblo City drawer, #1. So on the left here we have the National Board of Fire Underwriters, Pueblo, Colorado, and this is from 1933. And so you can see where the water mains are marked and things as a way for the insurance folks to figure out how much at risk your property is, depending on what a fire risk it is. Over here we have City of Pueblo, Colorado zoning district map, prepared by Zoning and Planning Commission from 1936. And so you can see the Arkansas River and downtown. We're kind of right here. We also have Pueblo County maps. Here is a 1935 Pueblo County map. And then let's see, another drawer of county maps, and you can see we've got Rye here. And that's from 1979, circa. Okay. So we also have Colorado maps and some posters in there. But again, if you have a certain map in mind, we can pull that for you. So we have more movable shelving here. On these shelves we have the State Fair collection. Let's go this way. And we'll show you some city directories and yearbooks. So as you can see, we've got city directories that go back to 1886. And here's just a little preview of what that looks like. So these are photocopied of that early city directory. And so you'll have the name, they'll have occupation a lot of times, so you can see William here is a physician at 222 East 6th Street, the north side, and then we have John Delaney, who's a blacksmith at the Pueblo Carriage Works. So pretty interesting stuff. Also interesting are our yearbooks. So we have yearbooks for just about all the schools, all the high schools. Here's a 1973 South High yearbook. And so if you are interested in reliving the glory days, send us an email and maybe we can track you down. We're working on, we digitized the yearbooks, and now we're working on providing access to those yearbooks. So be on the lookout for that coming up soon. So right now we're going to pass it off to Blake, and he's going to show you some of the film that we have in our collections.
My name is Blake Hatton. So I've switched places with Aaron, our archivist. He's now behind the camera. And I'm out here now to talk about film and how all this works. So this is an Ike slot load projector. This is 16 millimeter. And that is for this kind of film right here. And what we're about to show you is a segment of film on the 1965 flood. So most people know of the 1921 flood, but some people may remember that there was a flood in 1965. So if you remember taking film on Super 8 back in the day, you might know that film is a bunch of tiny pictures put together. And if I can get through the leader on this, we can see what these look like. You can see that every bit of that film is pictures displayed one after the other. You actually show 24 of these film, or 24 of these photos per second. So we're going to string this up onto the, or thread this up onto the projector, and you'll kind of see how this works. So first thing we do is we put this on our rail here, and then we have these slots that we put this through. That goes in there. We thread this onto our, this is called a take-up reel because this takes up all of the film as it goes through the projector. And so we simply take up the slack. And so now we're threaded. So what's going to happen is that we're going to project this film onto that wall over there. So we do that, and we flip this knob here. And now what's happened is that the film is inside the path, and all of the sprockets are now engaged with the film. And so if we put this way, now we see we're moving. And then if we flip that the rest of the way, now we're projecting. You'll notice that that film that you just watched was very flickery. And that's because the frame rate on this projector doesn't match up with the frame rate on the camera that you're watching now, which causes those rolling blackouts. So that's something that we work on to digitize here. We can actually digitize 8mm film here in the archive, so that way you can watch that film online. And we'll post a link to some of those films that we've digitized here on the screen. All right.
Okay, so thank you for coming on this tour of the vault at the Robert Hogue Rawlings Library, part of the Pueblo City County Library District, and the Special Collections Department thanks you. And follow the link above, and you can be connected to all of our online resources. So thanks again, and be safe out there, and see you next time.